So then, the Quaker State 400% by Walmart. It's the second. It's the second, isn't it? Atlanta race. Yeah, it's the final Atlanta race for this season in the NASCAR Cup Series. And what did I think of it? Well, rain affected. Let's talk about that a little bit. Overall, kind of makes sense. Considering that the next one is up at Loudon, New Hampshire. So it makes sense that they wanted to call it. And to be fair, I think that can't really criticise it as a wrong decision. I mean, I've been talking about this a few times on this channel where it comes to things such as F1. Because if we think back to Belgium 2021 with F1, could they have feasibly done it the next day? Well, they couldn't have done because they were meant to be in the Netherlands in a couple of days' time. But yeah, not going to talk much more on that. What I want to talk about is a bit with the race, and to be honest, it was alright. It's unique in the kind of way that it is, being a super speedway, but also being still that kind of it's a mile and a half, isn't it, Atlanta? Yeah, so it's unique in its properties there. It looks really nice with the green on the safer barrier. It looks different to, you know, the typical kind of thing that we'd expect, especially for SMI tracks. So I liked how that looked. And there are a few cautions. A couple of moderate wrecks, not necessarily any particularly big ones. Perhaps the biggest shock in terms of the crash was the one that took out Chastain and Ty Gibbs. And I'll be honest, when I looked at the replay straight away, I went, did Chastain just try and arc brake it? Because it looks like he tries to put his throttle down as Gibbs is coming out, and they just break their cars off each other. So yeah, that was an interesting one to see. Saw a few spins, Hamlin shoving Harvick, and then Harvick didn't get a caution for his one. The same day that he ran alongside that classic 29 scheme. But yeah, Byron, I mean, he deserved winner. Any winner's deserved winner. But it was surprising given how much Ford ran up at the front. Didn't Keselowski even pick up a stage win? And then the highest fought was 4th, Michael McDowell. Then it was Keselowski the 6th and 6th. Then Yaley the 15 in 7th. Only 4 forwards to the top 10. Blaney was 9th. But yeah, it was a Chevy 1-2-3, Byron Suarez, who had been running quite well. I mean, when it became the restart after stage 2, he just stayed there up at the front. And AJ Allmendinger did as well. We had AJ leading at a couple of points, which was quite good for Corlick. I think, didn't they lose out in Xfinity on Saturday? Yeah, with only 7 races until the cut-off. This puts Byron at the top of the championship by 21 points from Truex. We've got a 29th place tonight. Kyle Busch is 3rd with a 5th place. And he's just gotten past Christopher Bell, who was credited with 23rd. The changes, probably the biggest changes, are around the cut line, with both the 2311 cars further down. I mean, Bubba Wallace got 25th, Tyler Reddick got 27th, so Reddick now 13th in points, but he does have the win. Whereas Wallace is now dropped below the cut line. He's 3 below the cut line, I believe, with, Dowell and Suarez, both on 407 and Bubba on 404. AJ's climbed up, though. He's on 394 now. So he's only 10 points off the cut line. And Chase Elliott is slowly climbing back up, though. Whether that progress will be enough to get him in, I think he's probably going to have to win his way in. But those are my thoughts. Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.